Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Reese Davis, David Colligan, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and we are keeping a close eye on the weather, along with help from Holly Rowe.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
Keep that super Doppler cranked up there, Holly. We'll look forward to it. The Cornhuskers headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Buckeyes offense onto the field first, and we'll see their opening script. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella, he delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
Give to the running back. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Running inside, it's Jackson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Looking for space, it's Jackson. They were all over it. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Turns it upfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Buckeyes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Takes off. Swarmed under 5-yard loss on the play. Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. Caught. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. And the Buckeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Sayin makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Throws it off the RPO. Spins away from the defender. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Well, this guy obviously spent a lot of time in the film room this week because he is dissecting this defense early in the game in the opening drive. Great job with his eyes, great job with his rhythm, an explosive play there. This defense does not have an answer for this dude.
From the red zone, it's Jackson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. And the offense will accept the penalty and move the ball forward. And a lapse in concentration will back them up 5, but still a first and goal. Again, it's Sayin. They're all over it. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Now here's Sayin. Here comes the heat. Buying some time. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. The opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So Nebraska's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And they'll be met by this defensive front, which can wreak havoc. Quarterback empties his backfield. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Huskers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Drops back. It's Scalandria. Just a short pass to the tight end. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the tight end. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. The run inside. It's Ives. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. And the Huskers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. Complete in the middle. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Throws toward the end zone. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Nice move to keep running.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the counter. Oh, what a move. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Quick give. It's Jackson. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down. And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Sayin on the play action. He's got it. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their 1st. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. The handoff as they run the counter play here.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They run the reverse. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. 3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Sayin trying to be heard above the noise. Fires to the big fella. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down, 4th down coming from the 48. The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. The Cornhuskers line up to punt it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. And they'll knock him down for a 5-yard loss. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Wide receiver comes in motion. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're...
Find some room. He's at the... And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the returner goes down. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Back to pass, it's Calandria. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down. The Huskers will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Searching for space. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Play fake, Julian Sayed. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. At the 40, there he goes. Hits the accelerator to the right. And he scores! Touchdown, Buckeye! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a 4th down. My goodness, he unloads on that one. Trying to get started. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score, Jesse, that makes the grab and room to run. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
The offense moved, but it was because the defender jumped into the neutral zone, and the offense will pick up the 5. Throwing, say it. Takes a hit as he fires. Soft spot in the middle. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. Trying to run, it's Jackson. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Just feeds the running back. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. On the move. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Between the uprights, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Number 96, set to kick off.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Off play action on 1st down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Dealing with a 2nd and 10 from the 20. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Rush is on. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football.
Coming after him deep, and it's blocked. Oh, that's going to be a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Right side, it's Smith. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
At the 36. And that's a 1st down.
Julian with the play fake. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Long way to go on 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Jackson. Gain of 8 is now 3rd and 2. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Left side is Roberts. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the 2nd quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already their blowout lead.
Before they snap the ball on 2nd down, timeout is called. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll move the tight end. Here's Sayin to throw. Unleashes one. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. and a ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, pressure's coming. That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We start with UTSA taking on the UAB Blazers. And it's the Roadrunners with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Lincoln. What can you say about this playmaking receiver that's not abundantly clear? More than 100 yards in the first half. He's totally taken over this game. His team has the lead, and he's improving his draft stock as we speak. And with that, back to the Sea of Red and our guys at Memorial Stadium.
And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start the 2nd half. And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. They put the brakes on it. 2nd and long here. Might as well run him again. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. And now there's a stoppage for an injured Buckeye. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. Motion from the back. Wants to throw. It's Calandria. Turns it loose deep. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a 1st down. The defender got a little desperate there. Grabbed, held, and the offense will take the penalty. Wants to throw on 1st. Under pressure. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. There he goes. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, they were trying to go RPO. The quarterback decided not to hand it off, and the pass rush just swallowed it up. They got to him so quickly, knocked the ball out, and jumped on it.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Motion from the wideout. Could not make his way to the corner. And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And it just doesn't get more dominant than that. One-on-one, me versus you, and there's nothing you can do about it, David. I know that's something you know a lot about based on your time in Jordan.
Man, fly off the edge, beat the man as quick as you can. There's so many things that have to go right for you to get a sack. The ball has to be coming out a little bit later. But you know what? When you win that fast and that clean off the line of scrimmage, that is how it's done at the highest level for that defensive end.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Looking for room. It's Ives. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Calandria. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Got his man. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down. And the Huskers decide to punt it away. Now, don't forget, and I'm sure he hasn't, he had one blocked earlier. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Out wide right, it's Smith. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go play action with Sayin. Hit as he throws. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down. Hits inside. It's Jackson. Picked up 8 yards there. 3rd down and 2. Ball is at the 42-yard line. Close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Snags it over the middle. Turning it on. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Keeps it on the bootleg. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Nowhere to go. Same song, 2nd verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. The give to the back. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this knee didn't let him sniff that 1st down marker. The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And he'd hope to pin him deep. Touchback. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Off play action. Rush right in his face. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Look out! He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. The Cornhuskers will bring the punt team onto the field. And don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. Hauls it in at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe
Turning on the Jets. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. His third touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total as he now has 7 on the year.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Pulled and fired complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass. It's Calandria. Got his man on the outside. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They're all over him. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. The Huskers will send out the punt unit. Now don't forget, and I'm sure he hasn't, he had one blocked earlier. Not a lot of room to make this catch. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Hits the hole. It's Cross. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Say it. Fires quickly. Runs through the tackle. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the 2nd half, and nothing's changing for him right now. And he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
The Buckeyes are marching down the field. Play fake, say it. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
And the Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. Bunch formation for these receivers. With this game well in hand, let's take a look at some of the potential Heisman candidates here as we get very late in the season. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Saying from the gun on third down. Working that left side now. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the third time. Absolutely perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He'll return it. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. From the gun, it's Ives. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18. Ball spotted at the 18. It is 2nd and 3. Working the ground game. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the ground. He's got it again. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Out wide left, it's Barney. Oh, he's got some space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. From the gun, running back on the move.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Right at the line, fighting off the defender. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Play action on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And they get him again. This has not been the day we expected. This young man, we expect great things. Like, he is one of the better players in college football. You think he'd come out, put on a show, but this defense has had his number all game long.
That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Extending the play. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down. He'll send out the kicker here. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. He'll bring it back looking for help. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Tight end now in motion. On the ground, it's Jackson. Picks his way ahead, pickup of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Sayin. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. From the gun on third down, Say It. Pulls it in with one hand. Offense has it at the 28 on first down.
On the slant, a pickup of 8. And that's a first down for the offense.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Breaks into the open. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. He now has 91 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Say It. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Say It. Turns it upfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Handoff again. All over him immediately. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. On the ground with the counter. Makes his man miss. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll run it. Got some green grass. There he goes. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
This has been a presentation